It's week 1 of training for the Copenhagen Marathon 2025. Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm Joe, I'm a runner and photographer alongside my day job. I've done the classic move of hitting my late 20s, now 30, and getting into distance running. I've started this channel as a bit of a way of documenting my marathon training, to use as a diary to look back on when I'm old and knackered and my body doesn't feel like running anymore. And hopefully it'll be a successful attempt at stopping speaking about running to people that don't want to hear about it. So if you're here, that's probably what you're going to hear about for the foreseeable. I got into running a few years ago in lockdown. I did the Couch to 5k, but the thing was I wasn't very consistent with it. I didn't really follow much of a plan once I'd hit 5k, and then I ended up with some little injuries from overtraining, just from running randomly, running too far when I wasn't fit enough, and just overall not being a very good runner. In spring 2023, I was watching the London Marathon on TV, and I don't know what it was, but there was something about it that made me just think, yeah, I want to run a marathon at some point in my life. And then literally that night, I think I put my running shoes on and went out and ran. I don't know what distance it was, but I ran, and I was like, all I could think about in my head was this idea of running a marathon, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. So off the back of that, I started running consistently, and later on that year, I signed up to run Barcelona 2024. Signed up with a few friends to run that. Last spring came around, and I ran Barcelona Marathon and loved every second of it. Since running Barcelona, I've been craving doing another marathon. I've done a few races since. I've done a few halves, a couple of 10Ks, and a 50k ultra marathon in the forest, which was really hard, but it was amazing. Timing wise in Barcelona, I think I was a little bit conservative. I didn't probably push myself enough, but it was my first marathon and I just really wanted to enjoy it. I set the goal of hitting 4 hours, and I did it by about 2 minutes, which was really good. I know there's a lot faster people out there, there's a lot slower, but I think for me, for what I've learned about my body, I could definitely do better than that. So I think in Copenhagen, I'll be looking for quite a big PB if my body holds up. Thinking back to the Barcelona Marathon, my pacing was so consistent that when I passed over the half marathon timing mat, it was 2 hours to the second, like bang on the official readings. So I think I definitely had a lot more in me on the race day, and I probably should have done a little bit quicker, but I was too busy like soaking up the atmosphere of the crowd, who were absolutely amazing. I didn't end up wearing my headphones for the full race, just locked in with the crowd and just really enjoyed it. Like, it was so good. So now fast forward to spring 2025. The Copenhagen Marathon is in May, so got plenty of time to train for it. I'm heading into training without running for 2 weeks because I've had some problems with my stomach that I've been to the doctors about, got medication, but I don't know how long this is going to last and how long it's going to hold up, whether the medication's going to help, whether the problem's going to go away, I don't know. So at the moment, this is looking like it could be the biggest blocker with my training, but I'm going to get this first week of training done, go back to the doctors, see what the deal is, see if we can get anywhere with it. Just quickly, before you say anything, the problem with my stomach is not the usual runner's problem where they go for a run and shit themselves, so don't get any ideas. I've probably lost a bit of fitness in the last 2 weeks from not running, so these first few runs could be a bit trickier than I want them to be, but we've got about 15 weeks to go until the marathon, so plenty of time to get my fitness back. Here is the first week of training for the Copenhagen Marathon 2025. So it's Monday evening, first run back in 2 and a bit weeks since getting injured with my stomach. Finally getting out for some easy miles. I recorded the intro on Saturday morning when it was amazing running weather. It's now freezing, dark, windy, pitch black. I'm under a street light at the moment, and I've got my running light. Can go for, I think, like maybe 5k or something like that, half an hour, whatever. I honestly didn't realise how much having a couple of weeks off had just affected my fitness, but I'm just under a mile in and I'm already absolutely blowing. It's nice being out again, but yeah, my heart rate is way too high for the pace I'm going at, and yeah, it's a bit of a struggle tonight, to be honest, but oh well. 3k in, and my average pace is like 6:28 a kilometre, which is usually a really easy pace for me, but I'm definitely feeling it tonight. Yeah, I've turned back now. About 3.5k in, probably going to end up doing like 7k, which is maybe a little bit longer than I planned. I feel alright now. I've done that thing where I hit the magic 3 kilometres and my body starts to feel alright again, so yeah, I'm enjoying this one. It's getting getting a little bit easier. I'm finding my breathing again. Yeah, this has nothing to do with running right now, but lung fung smells unbelievable tonight, and it's making me really want a Chinese. So it's Tuesday and I've got 45 minutes easy to do today. It's going to take it real gentle again, like yesterday. Started raining after I said it had stopped. Very annoying. 5 and a bit came in about half an hour, so I've not got too long left. I'm going to head back in now because I need to get back to work. But I was just thinking, I put about 1,000 kilometres in these trainers, in the Hockey Clifton 9s, and I'm definitely ready for a new pair of like everyday runners, but I don't really know what to go for. I've been buying up the Asics Nova Blast 5s because obviously there's a massive hype on them at the moment, but the Clifton 9s have never done me dirty, so I don't know whether to stick with them or change it up a bit. So it's Wednesday, and because I didn't sleep great last night, I was a lazy sod this morning and didn't get up to go for my threshold interval run that I've got to do tonight, which means now I've got to do it in the dark. I looked back over the footage from the other night when I went out for the run, and I didn't want to put in too many clips that are like pitch black, so I'm not going to film tonight's run. But I've got to do a threshold interval workout, so it's 10-minute warm-up, then 4 lots of 5 minutes at threshold pace with 90 seconds rest, and then a cool down. It'll be my first quick or like speed or any remotely fast intervals or running since probably like November, so I'm expecting it to kill me a little bit, so I'm going to go out and get it done. I've been putting it off, it's like nearly 7 o'clock now. I just need to get out and get it done, so maybe see you tomorrow when I've got gym work and a bit of an easier run to do. It's Thursday lunchtime, and today I've got 30 minutes recovery pace running to do, so I'm just going to keep it really gentle, really smooth. Probably go a lot slower than I have done on my last few easy runs that got a little bit quicker than they should have done. My legs are a little bit achy after last night's intervals. It was the first time running at threshold pace or anything like that for quite a long time, so it took quite a lot out of me. One thing I did notice though was that I seemed to be holding the pace quite well. Like I was averaging about a 4:25 to 4:30 pace on those kilometres, and I actually felt alright. It was hard, but like I definitely held the pace over the workout well, which I was happy about, because I think I was a little bit worried going into it that I wouldn't be able to get anywhere near that and sustain it for any length of time, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to quickly warm up and then get out on a run. It's really nice at the moment, it's nice and sunny, but I think it's still going to be pretty cold, so I'm going to wrap up and then just take it real gentle. I was just thinking about the run I did last night, and I remember doing that exact workout when I was training for Barcelona last year, like last winter, and I remember finishing the workout after 3 out of the 4 intervals because I just couldn't, bloody hell, I just couldn't get it, I couldn't like hold pace long enough this early into the training block. And I think it's just like showing that my consistency has paid off. Training quite a lot leading into the training plan, and you know, even though I wasn't doing a lot of pace workout in the last few months, I've just been running a lot of base mileage, and I think sort of pleasantly surprised myself a bit with how well I was able to keep up and stick to the intervals. Yeah, I'm just pretty happy with it. This is one of those spots that's really good in summer for a bit of trail running, or just to get away from the hard pavements. It's a bit easier on the joints, but sometimes when the farmers have dumped a load of dirt down or ploughed fields, they cover it in mud and it gets quite tricky to run on, but this bit is not too bad. Just about halfway through my run now. Gonna turn around and head back in. Only staying out for about half an hour, so it's quite a nice one. I mean, enjoying being out in a bit of sun for once. I know it's a bit cloudy, but I've been doing too many runs at night with the running light on and the street lights, and it wears a bit thin. So I'm almost home, so I'm going to end today's section here. I've got some gym work to do tonight, which I'm not going to film because the gym's pretty small and you have no business seeing how weak I am. It's something I'm going to try and work on a lot over the next few months, but yeah, don't think I'm going to be too ripped anytime soon, but it's worth a try to keep me at least injury free if I can help it. So yeah, I think tomorrow's a rest day, but I might throw in a bit of an easy jog just to get the mileage up a little bit. Then I've got intervals on Saturday morning, and then I think an hour and a half long run on Sunday. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning and I've got another interval session to do today. It's 8 AM at the moment. I'm still half asleep, to be honest. Yeah, the session's pretty similar to what I did the other day, so it's a 10-minute warm-up, which I'm already going to a bit too quick on. I can't breathe. And then follow lots of 5 minutes, but this time at a moderate to hard effort, so probably a little bit slower than last time, but I get excited on these things, so we'll see how I get on. Right, so I've got about 15 seconds until the first interval. 4 lots of 5 minutes with 90-second rest. Moderate to hard pace. My legs go from the gym. Off we go! I'm just on the recovery from the first interval. I think it said 4:36 average pace, but it might have been 4:46, but it felt quite tough, but oh well. I think this rest going too quickly. We've got about a minute left, and yeah, could do with another one really, but it'll be alright. I think usually the second and third intervals get my legs going a bit better. First one's always a shit one. This is the start of the second interval. Another 5 minutes. Give me strength. Just on my second rest after the second interval. I thought it'd feel a little bit easier, but My legs are just killing, to be honest. I think I should have gone to the gym on Thursday instead of going last night. So it's causing these intervals to be a little bit trickier than they'd like for the pace I'm going at, but oh well. Probably can barely speak right now because this is tiring me out, but I was just thinking then, Scarborough's a bloody small town, but I'll never get bored of turning that corner and seeing that view. This bit between the two bridges, you know, when you see the sea at the bottom, it's just the best. So I've just finished the 3rd out of 4 intervals. And yeah, I thought I'd come down to the beach today. A lot of my long runs end up being down here on a Sunday morning when there's no one else around. When you have places like this to run it, makes it a hell of a lot easier. Look at that, man. The Grand Hotel. It's one of those where all the tourists love staying in it, and then you get all the shit rag newspapers writing articles saying, oh, it's a migrant hotel, it's the worst hotel in the world, blah blah blah. You get a room for 40 quid a night, it's a show. The last interval, and I finished it down on the harbour. There's barely anybody about, just a few dog walkers and runners, but there's no sunrise even. But it's been running that long. What a morning though. I've been really bad recently for getting up super late, just for my runs on a weekend, pushing them off, and I'm doing, maybe ended up doing some like runs on a Saturday night because I just couldn't get myself out of bed. So it's nice being in a training plan again where I just kind of have to get it done run by run and workout by workout, because I just know that if I start skipping runs, by the time we get to race day, it'll catch up on me and it'll catch me out, because I think if my body holds up, I'd quite like to run a pretty big PR this time. So yeah, I need to just get all these done. Anyway, I'm going to stop the yapping. Cool down now. We've got about 15 minutes to get back up to the train station, or I might miss that train and go get a coffee, but I don't know yet. I ended up having to run pretty hard uphill, like 10 to 15 minutes to get back to the train on time. So it was the worst cool down I could have done, so I've just got the train, off the train there home now, and having a bit of a walk to bring my heart rate down, because it got pretty tomorrow I've got my first long run of the training plan to do, which is an hour and a half running. I need to decide on the pace yet, but it'll probably be somewhere between 15 and 16 kilometres, so I'll see you for that one tomorrow morning. So yeah, good morning, it's Sunday and it's 8 AM and I'm on my first long run of the training block. started my bloody warm up too quickly again. But I've got about an hour and a half to do today, so I'm gonna run down to the beach, maybe do similar route to yesterday morning, but this time adding a journey back rather than just getting the train home. So yeah, it's pretty cold. I've got gloves on and I'm wearing the dreaded running vest. I don't really like wearing them, but they serve a purpose. You can just see the sunrise poking through this tree still. It looks so nice. I forgot how annoying and sloshy the hydration flask can be on a vest. It's been ages since I've worn one and it's doing my head in. I'm only a kilometre in and I'm just, yeah, it's throwing me off a little bit, but I'll get numb to it soon, no doubt. I'm 2 and a little bit kilometres in, doing about a 5:45 average pace-ish. Yeah, it feels alright. Heart rate's settled a little bit now. I've brought a couple of gels with me today, not for the energy really, but more just to get used to using them again, because it's been quite a long time since I've used them and I don't have the strongest of stomach, so just going to try and get my stomach used to them again to avoid any mishaps. I'm just getting to my first big hill of the day. It's not the steepest, but it's a bloody long one. Got to get up there, and it's fine. I've done it loads of times, but I can guarantee by the top I won't be speaking to the camera because yeah, a bit much for me. My hill strength and endurance is pretty minimal right now. I bet this looks flat on the camera, doesn't it? I swear to God it's not. Right, let's be honest, we all know the classic trick of putting the camera down, running back, then running in front of it again. Why I've just chosen to do that on the hill is beyond me, but that clip better look good, because otherwise I'm just knacking myself out for the fun of it. So my running flask is making the most annoying noise ever, because this bit keeps slipping off. So I'm going to try and sort that, because it's pissing me right off. I don't know what it is about this bus stop, but I've never seen one with more aura. I reckon there's only one bus stop in Scarborough that's got more about it, and I'll probably run past it in a bit, to be fair. What am I on about chatting about bus stops? Absolutely ridiculous. So I've just hit 5k in about 29 minutes. Gonna have my first gel of the day. It's I did my last marathon with the SAS Beta Fuel ones and it all worked out fine, to be fair. I do have another one, but I brought one of the regular SAS gels that's got the caffeine in. I'm not that keen on them really, the caffeine ones, they feel a bit grim, but just thought I'd give them a go again. So I've done all the hills for a good while now, so I've got quite a bit downhill, which is good. Just had my first gel, it was the strawberry and lime one, which is one of my favourites. I like the orange one as well, but some of the weird flavours, not my cup of tea. But one thing I've learnt about the gels is that, me personally, I don't know about other people, I have to take it slowly. I have to be really chilled with it and like not just wolf it down all in one go. I know some people can just chug them, but I have to kind of sip them a little bit over the space of like 400 or 500 metres, because the first race I ever did was in Gran Canaria, and it was a half marathon in this little town quite near the airport that my best mate's girlfriend is from, basically 5k in. It was my first time running at a bit of speed whilst having a gel rather than like a training gentle pace on like a long run. And so I took it maybe 25 minutes in for 5k or so. Holy shit, I'm waffling to tell this story and my arm's hurting. I've been telling it for that long. And yeah, I took it and just took it way too quickly because it was my first race and I was just a bit excited. I didn't really know what I was doing. And my stomach just cramped up really hard. I thought I was going to shit myself, thought I was going to throw up. So I had to run the rest of the race, like 15-16k, with the biggest knot in my stomach. I was looking at alleyways thinking, can I sneak down there to like let it all out? But I held on and killed my pace. I had to run a lot slower just to keep everything in. So, lesson learned. Anyway, look at that for a view. So still this morning. That was the rest of the nice sunrise we had. I'm hoping a bit of that colour comes out today. Morning. As a bit of a general rule as a northerner, I think in a lot of places down south to be fair as well, obviously it's really polite to say good morning or hello to people that you pass in the street. And it's totally fair with walkers, especially when you're in the middle of nowhere, like out hiking and stuff. But one thing that I think is unforgivable is if you say hi or nod or wave at another runner, or even just try and make eye contact and give them a little, and they completely ignore you. If you do that to me, you're dead to me. There's people that have no idea who I am. I have no idea who they are, but they maybe blank me on one run, and now every time I see them I question sticking to the light code and saying hello to them. Yeah, it does my head in. The Esplanade up here is by far one of my favourite parts in town. All these buildings are amazing. I always think, oh yeah, I might try buying a flat up here, and then I look at the prices and no chance. This is the type of downhill running that should be really easy because you gain so much ground, but it's that point where it's almost a little bit too steep and you have to hold yourself back. I'm just under 8k in now and I'm fully settled in. It feels really good. I'm enjoying this again. Is the other bus stop that I was on about. It's got the most aura on the planet. Best bus stop ever. While you're waiting, you can just stand and look at the sea. If you can find me a better bus stop, then I'll say well done. Yeah, tune in next time for more bus stop chat. Shut up. Shut up. Road a little bit. About 54 minutes. I'm gonna go do a loop around the lighthouse and then head back. If every longer run on this plan goes like this, I'll be very, very happy. Cut to 2 weeks time when I'm dying on like a half marathon. so I'm going to try and get that other gel down me now. It's the caffeine one, so I'm hoping it doesn't take me to an early toilet break. Right, so I was wrong about the texture. I remembered wrong. I think it was a different flavour that had like that weird frog spawn texture. This is quite smooth unless they've changed it. But I will say it tastes even more disgusting than I remember. It's a right chore getting it down. God, I've got the hills to run up now, which is not so fun. I feel like I'm on a bit of a time trial at the moment because my mate Alex is coming to my house and he's going to get there in about half an hour. I know about 5k away at the moment, so probably going to get back to mine at around a similar sort of time that he gets there. So quickest shower ever when I get in, and then we'll probably get out, get some food, get some photos taken. Thinking, I think mentally this is the best I felt when running in a long time. I just really enjoyed it, and I think through winter it's really hard to stay motivated sometimes, and I don't know, something's just clicked today and I've really enjoyed it. It's weird to me still that I actively go out and enjoy running 10 miles on a Sunday morning, but it's been amazing, and I think filming it's made me put into perspective a little bit about how blessed I am to be fit enough to be able to do this and enjoy it. I'm just feeling quite grateful today. That's my hippie rant done. End of my run now. I'm almost home and Alex is due here soon. Thank you for sticking it out this far. It's probably a longer video than I imagined because I've waffled a lot, but all this is really new to me, speaking to the camera. It's been quite hard, but I'm enjoying it. So yeah, big thank you if you stuck it out. Who knows how regular these videos will be. Hopefully I'll enjoy it and keep at it, but if you've watched this far, thank you. Maybe think about dropping me a follow, subscribing, all that shite. Right, see ya. Bloody hell.